Welcome back. You're watching The Globe. Now, electric vehicle manufacturer Agilitee Limited has announced that it's entered into an exclusive manufacturing license agreement for electric vehicles with eBikeGo Private Limited. The agreement with eBikeGo provides Agilitee with the ability to meet the demand for its products with greater manufacturing capacity, agile and flexible factory setup, and the quality standard that's demanded by customers. Agilitee manufactures and produces new electric vehicles, car charging facilities and other products, and the company is actively promoting the commercialization of new energy vehicles and connected cars and exploring the research and industrialization of intelligent technologies. To talk to us a little bit more about this venture and what it promises, particularly on the African market, we're now joined by Dr. Mandla Lamba, who's the founder and executive chairman of Agilitee Private Limited. Thanks very much indeed for joining us and welcome to the program.
Thank you, Peter.
These are exciting times for you. I mean, I was reading the other day that countries like Japan are looking to have non-gas cars, non-petrol cars by mid-2030. So in many ways, you're ahead of the curve here.
Yeah, it's exciting to be the first. I think that's the idea, Peter.
All right, so tell us a little bit about the venture. You're launching scooters and motorbikes initially.
Yeah, we're launching our two-wheelers next month in February in our first dealership in South Africa, which is in Cape Town. Then in 2023, we will be looking to launch our first four-wheeler.
All right, so we are used to going to a petrol station and pouring in petrol. How will it operate in the electric environment? Will there be electric plugs at the stations, or is this something you'll have at home?
Okay, give you an example. Yeah. Tesla just launched the biggest charging station for EV in China last week. Most of these companies that are in the industry already, they have charging stations, but we decided to come up with a different approach from charging stations to what we call a swapping station to save time and to make sure that it's efficient, our service is efficient to our customers. So what we are doing, Peter, we are putting together what is known as swapping station. I'll give you an example. Our premium motorcycle, which is for personal commuting, is called Wild Grace, selling at 150,000 rands. It has a range of 330 kilometers per charge. So since it has that range, when you know you are, say, 325 kilometers, you know you're left with 5 kilometers. If that 5 kilometers can cover you to get to the nearest Agilitee swapping station, you go there, you take out the battery that is finished, you put it in the swapping machine and you take the full battery, that's the efficiency we're bringing. So you will not have to waste time trying to charge, you will not have to waste electricity at home, charging it at home. That's our model.
All right, and I guess the key really is going to be making sure that you have a number of these charging stations conveniently located around the country.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, are people ready for this? Is this? Have you done your I'm sure your marketing and your research? Are people ready to go electric?
People are ready, Peter. If you look at what's happening right now, people are losing jobs, and I think life is becoming more expensive now. People won't have money for petrol. If you have an electric vehicle from Agilitee, for instance, you've got Wild Grace. You can use Wild Grace 330 kilometers. You stay, say, 10 kilometers from home to your workplace. You travel 10 kilometers in the morning, 10 kilometers come back. You can do 2 to 3 weeks without spending a cent from your pocket. People are ready. We came at the right time. I think the time is more opportune.
All right. And what about performance? I mean, yes, cost-wise, it might be cheaper in terms of the actual cost of the vehicle over time. But what about how much speed you can get and reliability, that kind of thing?
They are more reliable than these cars with engines. This is a technology, Peter. You will not be driving a vehicle. These are using an ecosystem. There's no engine, there's no gearbox, there's no, there won't be, they say the fan belt has a problem or gasket has a problem. It's an ecosystem that we're using. It's a technology. You're driving a technology that is reliable. So as far as efficiency and also agility, you will get there when you're supposed to get there, safe and with protecting our environment. Yeah. The most thing is green energy. This is green tech. So it's helping to reduce emissions and the pollution on our environment, which actually is helping with the global warming.
How fast can your vehicles go?
They can go as fast up. The only ones that have a very lower limit of 120 kilometers are the delivery scooters. They can't go above 120.
Wow.
But the ones you use for personal commuting to go to work, we even have racing. While Grace can race, it's a racing scooter. You can race with it. So it can go as fast as 220 kilometers if you want.
Have you started to get orders already? Are people signing up?
Yeah, we have orders for the personal commuting already, around 270 something, the last time I checked, for the Wild Grace, the personal commuting one. But for the delivery scooters, it's only one company. It's a Cape Town-based food delivery group that has a franchising thing. Those are the only ones who've placed an order for the delivery scooters for now.
So are you first to market? Are there any competitors in the arena already? Or I guess they're watching and probably going to jump in at some point.
They will be competing with us. We're the first to market.
Wow. So tell us about the vision that you had to do this, because again, I keep on saying that you had to have faith and get in ahead of time.
Yeah, and the kind of faith at a time like this, Peter, where you know what the global markets have been like for the past 12 months, what we've seen from COVID-19 and you know, companies losing money, now having to venture into something new, putting money into something new, the level of risk, it takes a lot of faith to do that, that's for sure. But having studied the market, and what Tesla has done in America in a space of 10 years, it was most inspirational. Mostly that Tesla is from Mr. Musk, who's from South Africa. He's the founder, he's from South Africa, who started something that no one believed in America. And today, Tesla is bigger than the top 6 companies, car manufacturers in America put together. So it's an industry that is booming. You can go, I'm sure you are aware, Peter, you're more versed with the markets. The share price has gone up 740% in 1 year last year. And you look at the other competitor, Fisker, you know, Hendrik Fisker, who used to be with Aston Martin, started his own group, did a reverse merger on the market. His share price is up 300% since the reverse merger. So you can see that it's booming. The EV industry, the market is excited. That's the direction the world is going, the digitalization of everything. So the time for petrol is over, the time for diesel, and it's over. This is the new movement.
All right. And I would imagine you've got a full setup for services and after-sales care for these vehicles.
To tell you what, we were discussing yesterday with our partners in India, Dr. Khan. We are actually preparing a few engineers who will be going to China. To India. We are opening our office in India in March. So he has suggested that we should bring at least 10 guys from South Africa to go and learn how things are done that side, so that they can come back and transfer the skills this side by the time our plant is up and running this side. So the whole setup is much ready.
All right. Tell us about your partners and what role they'll be playing.
They are providing us with a great support, Peter, beyond the ecosystem that we use, because what we went to them for mostly was the ecosystem that they're using. Beyond that, they are coaching us, they are guiding us every step of the way. Dr. Khan and his partner Harry and the board of directors, they've been very, 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 very supportive in it. It's a new industry for us, and I won't lie to you. I've been involved in investments on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange, but this is new for me. So they're taking me baby steps as well with my team. They deal with our COO on a daily basis, and now and again I'm available as well. But they are really hand holding us.
So just to get this right, these vehicles, are they going to be manufactured here in South Africa?
Yes, but the ones, the first batch, they're coming in as components because of the ecosystem. We have not been able to develop it here until we've raised the capital that we are raising, which will lead us to be listed on the JSE. For now, we're only going to bring the components, which is the ecosystem, and then assemble it here to make it a vehicle from here.
All right, so launching in South Africa, but you plan to roll out these vehicles across the continent, and you have an interesting business model there as well.
Yeah, our plan, you know, Peter, it's very crazy. We can't say we're going to go to Botswana and open a branch there. But our model is that we're going to sell a license to a business in Botswana that understands the industry, sell one to Nigeria. Because of, geopolitics in these countries in Africa, when this new government is gone, another government comes, they unwrong everything that was done by the former. We can't be involved in that. So our expansion strategy would be to sell licenses to different groups across the continent while we manage the operations directly in South Africa.
All right, we wish you the best of luck, and we'll chat again at the launch. I'm going to put my name down. I can't wait to drive this electric car. Thanks so much indeed for talking to us.
Thank you so much, Peter. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it, man.
Wonderful. Okay, that's Dr. Mandla Lamba, who's talking about this electric vehicle that's on its way. It's going to be launched very soon, starting with motorcycles and scooters, and then in a couple of years' time, we'll see cars being rolled out. Very, very exciting. All right, we'll have more news for you coming.